Hey everyone, how y'all doing? So it's time to go over the knives I carried for the week, and this is week number 9 of 2024, and it went from Monday, February 26th through Sunday, March 3rd. And yeah, these are all the knives I carried for the week. So I didn't carry that many knives, but I carried a few different things. So get down to it. First one, let's go over the Swiss Army knife. This is the Victorinox Compact. I carried this all week, Monday through Sunday. It's turned out to be one of my, maybe top 3 or so Swiss Army knives to EDC every day. It just has the basic tools that I like. 91 millimeter, a 2-layer knife, and yeah, you get your combination tool, the combo can opener, bottle opener, flathead screwdriver, Phillips screwdriver, wire stripper, and check it out. This is also the can opener. I get arguments all the time that this is the cap lifter. It's not a can opener. Yeah, it's not a can opener, but it is. So you get that multi-purpose combination tool. You get a standard large blade, and you get a nice pair of Victorinox scissors. I really like having a little pair of scissors with me. And on the back, you got your corkscrew, which I have different uses for, and a lot of people think the tools back here are a waste of space, these two. But the corkscrew, then I had the mini eyeglass screwdriver right in there. Have that straight pin in that hole. So got that. Then you have the multi-purpose hook. And again, I have uses for this. I use it quite often. I know a lot of people don't. But this one actually has a nail file on the back of it, if you need a little nail file. And then you get the scale tools, and this has the plus scales. So you get your standard pair of tweezers, your standard toothpick, and then you get this little pressurized ballpoint pen. Actually, you can use it very tiny, right? It's just like the refill. But you need a pen to sign something, you got one right here. And I carry this one also on a suspension hook, my left front pocket. My phone rides right next to it. So yeah, the Compact is a really good one. It's a little bit overpriced for what it is, but it's pretty cool. And Monday and Tuesday, I carried these two things along with a Compact, of course. Now, I carried this little neck knife because I did a video last Tuesday. I did a combination 2 for Tuesday and show your Rough Rider knives open tags. I did 2 open tags together, and this was one of the Rough Riders I showed. And it's a little neck knife. Comes with this plastic sheath, kind of very similar to the Kydex, but I don't believe it is. Then a ball chain. Good retention on this thing. This thing doesn't wobble, rattle, anything. Very good retention. Watch, that thing just pops right off. Then you got this slick little knife. It's not very big. It's 5 inches overall length. Got about 2-inch blade. 440 steel, G10 handles with a, I don't know if it'll show up, little red underliner. Full tang. It's got jimping up here, kind of in the wrong spot. Little 3-finger grip. But I tell you, this thing's pretty useful. Now I posted a short video on YouTube and TikTok, and I got a bunch of comments. That thing's ridiculous. It's worthless. It's too small. Why are you carrying 3 knives? Because I had 3 knives on me for a couple days, and this was for fun. I kind of got into neck knives a while back, and I bought this. It was inexpensive. And it's cool looking, but I really do like it when I carry it because it comes in super handy. You have this around your neck, you just pop that out, open your package, whatever you're doing. You gotta cut a piece of string, you know, this is it. You don't have to get out your folder or anything like that. Just nice, real quick, real easy to put back. This thing rides underneath my shirt, doesn't print much. You really can't tell I have this on. But yeah, pretty cool little knife. I carried this for 2 days, had fun with it. Might be, you know, something I might carry a little more often. And then, along with these two, I carried the Leatherman Skeletal CX. Now I carried this as a multi-tool and my main blade, because the CX has the 154 cm steel blade right there. And it's a decent blade shape, it's a decent length. I'm not sure exactly how long it is. Let's do it this way maybe. You know, it's about 2 5/8 inches. Plenty long enough for most EDC tasks. And it's comfortable in hand. It's not bad at all. You can do a lot of different cuts with it. So this is the only multi-tool where I'll carry, and I'll use the blade of the multi-tool as my main blade. I don't even use the blades on the Swiss Army knives all that often. Sometimes, but once in a while I'll carry a Swiss Army knife, Victorinox probably, as my main blade. That's the only thing I'll carry. But I'm not going no place, I'm not doing nothing. But this is pretty cool. So, get a nice blade. It's locking, liner lock, one hand opening, just like that, real easy. You also get your pliers, you know, a decent pair of pliers. Now, the handles, gripping and using the pliers aren't too bad. If you got real large hands, the screwdriver tip here bit might dig into you. Really doesn't bother me much, but pretty handy pair of pliers. You got your needle nose, regular pliers, wire cutters, and yeah, I mean, light to medium use. They're definitely not heavy use. But besides that, let's close those up a little bit. You also get the bit driver. Now what's cool is interchangeable. If you have the Leatherman bit kit, you could put any combination of bits in here that you want, that you need. But push that button, you can pull it out. I have the ones that came with the tool, the 2 Phillips head bits, and then I have to open it back up this way. You can also carry an extra bit right here. So I have the 2 flatheads bit right there, and these are the flat bits, just like the bit set that comes with, you know, you can get for a Leatherman Wave or Surge or whatever. But yeah, that rides right in there. Never had an issue with that falling out or anything. But also what's cool, it has a pocket clip, and it has this carabiner, which doubles as a cap lifter. And you can either clip this to your belt loop or to your backpack or whatever and carry it that way. Or it does have the pocket clip, which it rides okay in the pocket, not bad. I guess you'd say it is tip down carry. Everything's like pointing down. So this end is heavier than this end. Seemed like you would want to be pocket clip up here somehow, so the weight is towards the bottom, not the top. But not a real issue, it works fine. So I carried this for 2 days. It was my main blade / multi-tool, and I've done that before. I carried this thing for, you know, a week straight using it as my main blade. So that was Monday and Tuesday, carried those. And then Wednesday, I got out the Buck Pack Light 630. This is a great little fixed blade knife for EDC. It's not overly long, it's very thin, right? Full 4-finger grip. Got jimping up here. You could definitely do utility cuts and pinch grips and all kinds of stuff. Now, comes with this sheath, which I'm just not a big fan of. It works okay. It is adjustable. You can tighten the tension. I basically have the tension screwed right down. It's molded plastic. Knife fits in there. It does tend to kind of loosen up. Gets a little wobbly and makes a little noise. But I've carried this so many different ways. I had a tech lock on it. I had a soft strap, soft loop. Carried on my belt, horizontal. It works okay. Then I just decided I'm going to try it as a neck knife and pocket carry it. So I just tied this piece of 550 paracord on here, big enough to go around my head, my big old head, so I can carry it as a neck knife. It's not breakaway. Eventually I'll put a breakaway clasp on here, but how I like to carry it even more is I loop this over my belt, or my belt loop. All depends, kind of like such. So my belt's going through there, and I just stick this down my pocket, my front pocket, and if I want to pull it out, I can pull the whole thing out, get the knife. I did that off camera, but you get my drift. Or I got pretty good that day, just popping it out, leaving this in my pocket, and then putting it back in. So I kind of like that. Plus, when you pull it out, the sheath just kind of hangs, down the side of you. You don't have to hang on to it, set it down, knock it off, lose it or anything. So I really dig that way of carrying this. That's how I've been doing it, but check it out. It's 420 HC steel, Buck's heat treat, stonewash finish, nice little hollow grind right here, made in the USA. Basically skeletonized, so it's super thin, has these micro scales which add a lot to this. You'd be surprised at how much these little tiny scales help, the way it feels in hand. It makes it just a little bit thicker right where you're grabbing it. The way it's contoured, you can definitely pinch grip it like this, cut like that. They're just pretty ingenious, I think. And they're small, lightweight. It's not super thick. If I could find my calipers, I'd measure it for you. But I can't seem to locate them right now. But yeah, I carry that Wednesday. And along, obviously, with a compact. And then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the compact and my SPIDERCO Paramilitary 2, the PM2. I got this in my pocket. I just never took it out for the rest of the week. I like the PM2. It's up for grabs what my favorite SPIDERCO that I own is, the PM2 or the Native 5 Lightweight. I've had this for quite a long time. The standard base model, okay, S30V steel, black G10 scales, nothing special. Got the compression lock. I added this backspacer, orange backspacer, the front of mine 3D printed for me, and a deep carry titanium lynch clip. I just like the deep carry clip more. And yeah, the PM2 is still an awesome knife. you know, kind of fidgety. You can, oops, failed it. You can Spidey flick it, then the compression lock, close it without getting your fingers in the way. Now, this I did not carry for quite a long time because I had different scales on here. I had micarta scales from Sharp Dressed Knives. They were excellent, they were cool. And but this thing got all gummed up. The action, you had to wrist flick it to open it. It wouldn't drop. It'd hang up right about here. You had to shake it, you know. Centering was off. The blade, I had blade play. Actually, I got just a tiny bit right now. Nothing to worry about. I could fix that. But yeah, I had quite a bit of blade play. I tried adjusting it. I'd get it either too tight or too loose. Blade centering screwed up. So one day I'm like, you know, that's it. I want to carry it. I got it out, tore it all apart, cleaned everything up, lubed everything up. I put the original scales back on, and it was like getting a brand new knife again. And I really enjoy carrying it now. Oh, besides the backspacer and clip, I know some people hate me for it, but I put a little sharpening choil right here. Makes it so much easier because this model, this one went all the way to the plunge grind. I just took my Dremel tool, zipped it. It's not pretty, but it works, makes it easier to sharpen. So yeah, 4 days I carried the PM2. Still a great knife. But yeah, that's it. These are what I carried for the week number 9 of 2024. So I guess that'll do it for this video. Do the usual like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And until the next video, bye.